What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for Saturday, August 10th, 2024. Just a couple more Saturdays till we kick it off. Can't wait. Can't wait to see this team out on the field moving around. Get the young guys in there after a big lead against Akron. But today, I know you might have fatigue from the cheaters, some Michigan fatigue. I do too. I'm sick of hearing about it. It looks like they actually are going to play the schedule. So we did the offense preview last week. This week, the defense of the cheaters. So hail to the cheaters. I'm not singing again. I sang it for the offense. I'm not singing it again. So 2023, they had the 67th toughest schedule in the country. Yeah, 67th, middle of the pack, right in the middle. Charmin soft, I like to call it. Same as that Pac-12 schedule that Oregon likes to hang on to. So anyways, they took advantage of it, got it done. We're moving on. Last year, the defense allowed a 55% completion percentage by quarterbacks, 157 yards through the air on average, and half a touchdown on average per game. Running the ball, they were just as stingy there. They averaged 90 yards per rushing per game, 3 yards per carry, and 0.6 TDs per game. And on the flip side, they had 1.8 turnovers per game. So this defense was opportunistic, got it done. But 2024 is a new year. And gone our Harbaugh, strength coach Ben Herbert, gone. DC Jesse Minter, gone. All of his assistants on defense, gone. You got 3 returning starters on defense. Returning production, 54%. Offensive linebacker Ernest Hausman. I believe he was a transfer. Yeah. No. Anyway, you got safety Makari Page. He had 41 tackles last year. Edge Josiah Stewart, 38 tackles, 8.5 TFLs, 5.5 sacks. Mason Graham, the nose tackle, returning 36 tackles, 7.5 TFLs, 3 sacks. And of course, the corner, Will Johnson, 27 tackles, 4 passes batted down, and 4 picks. Now, they did go into the portal, got some key additions here. These guys probably will be starters, I would imagine. Jayshon Barham from he's a middle linebacker from Maryland, 95 tackles, 9.5 TFLs, 2 years at Maryland. Wesley Walker, he's a safety from Tennessee. He had 53 tackles, 3.5 TFLs. Ricky Johnson was a DB from UNLV, 36 tackles, 7 passes batted down, 3 TFLs. Jaden Mangum, just bring him over from East Landfill. He was with Sparty last year. He's a safety, 53 tackles, 7 picks. And Amir Hall, he's a corner from Albany, 57 tackles, 13 passes batted down. He was an FCS All-American selection. So Phil Steele has in the Big Ten their units ranked D-line number 4, LBs 6th, and DBs 3rd in the Big Ten. So that's in the conference. So starting lineup looks like this. First off, they got a new DC. He is the 3rd defensive assistant from the 2020 Baltimore Ravens staff. You had Mike McDonald on loan from John Harbaugh, Jesse Minter next, and now new DC Wink Martindale. He makes it 3 straight coordinators off of that staff. I need more coffee. So Martindale, he's going to bring even more pressure, more man-to-man coverage, more blitz packages. He's not Don Brown 2.0. I know everybody keeps saying that. He's not exactly that. I don't think he's going to be that bad. But you'll see players move around in some various hybrid roles. You know, he likes to talk about positionless football. We've talked about that here on the show before. So you got some hybrid guys that can play maybe a linebacker / safety, a defensive end / linebacker, that type of thing. So the D-line is one of the nation's best heading into 2024. Mason Graham's All-American caliber. Kenneth Grant, not much worse than Graham. So Grant and Graham lead the way. Then you got two defensive ends returning. You got Derek Moore and Josiah Stewart, I mentioned. They combined for 72 tackles, 14 and a half TFLs, and 10 and a half sacks. So those guys are solid on the edges. Linebackers, they did get – I knew that Houseman guy was from the portal, from Nebraska. He was the number one rated transfer portal linebacker in 2023. Jayshon Barham from Maryland was number 8 in the 2024 portal. So then at the DBs, you got Will Johnson. He's the All-American at corner, of course. There are going to be position battles at the nickel. They got to replace Mikey Sanders still. And then the second outside corner position, those are going to go into fall camp, and we'll see what happens there. DJ Waller, he was a candidate for that second outside corner spot, but he transferred to Kentucky after spring ball. Then you got the safeties Rod Moore and Makari Page. Both of them decided to return. Moore is the one that is out for the season, though, with the injury back in spring. And after spring, they added 2 more Power 5 safeties, Jaden Mangum from Michigan State and Wesley Walker from Tennessee. So some guys with some Power 5 experience there in the Big Ten and the SEC. So can they play? Who knows? At least they're from good programs, right? I mean, that's all you can say. I think, though, that secondary outside of Will Johnson, I think the rest of the field is a weak spot. I don't know if they're going to be able to replace a Sanders still. It's rare for any college team to have 2 good corners. And if you're going against an Ohio State that runs out 3 receiver sets nonstop, you need 3 good corners. And I don't think the Cheaters have that. So I got these guys going 8-4. Too many question marks on the offense. And on defense, they're going to keep the Cheaters in some games. But when they go against a high-powered offense like a Texas, Oregon, Ohio State, hell, even Penn State, I'm not sure they have what they need. I don't think they can score 24 points a game, and the defense holds the opposing team to 20. I don't think that's in the cards this year. They're going to need that front 7 on the defense to really get a lot of production and bail out that secondary. Again, Will Johnson can take 1 receiver out of the game, but he can't take out 3. So we'll see. Maybe Michigan can shut down the run with the returning D lineman and strong linebacker play, but I think they're susceptible to the pass here. And I would be very concerned about that secondary. So who knows if Wink, our guy Wink, get it? Nudge, nudge. If he dials up a lot of man-to-man coverage, that sounds like a disaster for their secondary. I don't see how that works out well for him. Again, with all these transfers, guys that, played a little, but yeah, I don't see anything better than 8-4. I took him at the team win totals when I locked it in at under 9.5. That was over summer. Now it's down to 8.5. So you may want to consider jumping on that, depending on how you're looking at it. But anyway, 8-4 for the Cheaters, and it looks like they're going to play this season and actually be allowed to field a team. So I got for you today. Hey, hit me in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Agree, disagree? Cheaters fans, pop in there. Everybody's allowed to comment on this, right? Doesn't have to just be Buckeye fans. So let me know what you think. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.